In this tutorial, we will know about datum planes. So datum planes are reference plane on which we use to create the sketches. In SolidWorks, as we know, there are three reference planes that are already created by software. That is front plane, top plane and right plane. These planes are always perpendicular to each other, but in many cases we have to draw our custom datum planes so that we can create sketch in some complex part or complex sections. In those cases we have to use the datum plane feature, and we can find this feature in this reference geometry. Clicking on this, we can find this plane and similar option codes such as datum axis and datum coordinate system. So first we will cover the datum planes. I select this datum plane and another window will open, and we can see we can give at most 3 references. It means we can give maximum 3 references to create a datum plane. I select this first reference and click on this arrow, and the first reference I will give this top plane. Suppose select this top plane. Now for this plane we can assign some relations. Now it is highlighting that what relations are possible. We can make it parallel, perpendicular, coincident, at some angle, then offset distance. We can flip offset, means changing the direction, then number of planes. Suppose I want to make this a at some offset value. So suppose I give this distance offset 100 per center, and we can see the datum plane. This in blue color is the plane which we are creating. Then we can flip the direction, click on this flip, then it will create this plane on this other direction. We can uncheck this. Then we have number of planes. Suppose I want this plane 3, so it will create 3 datum planes at the same distance of 100 to each other. Okay, and I want this plane to be 1 per center. We can make it a mid plane, or we can make it, suppose this is a symmetric plane, or we can directly click OK from here. Now we see that this plane we have created now is showing plane 2, and it is at offset from this top plane. So we take the cursor to this top plane and we can see the preview of this plane. So that is the first basic way of creating the datum planes. Another way of creating planes is that we can do this by some object references. So I select this plane and right click and delete. This time I want to create plane with respect to some object. So select this extrude, select a top plane and draw some object, center rectangle. Okay, then axis sketch, give it some height and click OK. Now let me see what type of planes we can draw for the reference. Select this plane. Now we can give the reference a face also. Suppose I select this face. So currently it is at some distance of 100. What if I want to make it coincident? Select this coincident. Then it will not be at some distance, it will be coincident to the surface, and click, and we can see it is highlighting this message that it is fully defined, and click OK, and we have defined a plane. And we have more ways for defining the plane. Suppose I once again go to this plane. This time I give more references, more than one reference. Let me select this first reference. I select this edge, that is the edge. Then the second reference I give is the face, top face. So what is the advantage of this? Now advantage is that we can assign a plane at some angle. Currently it is at 90 degrees because we have to change this angle. Click on this angle. Suppose I make this 45 degrees and press enter, and we can see with respect to this plane, this horizontal plane, this is at now 45 degrees. This arrow shows that it is going outward direction, we can flip the direction to be inward, or once again flip this and click OK. So we have assigned these two planes, and we can also make planes perpendicular. So go to plane once again. So where we want to make a perpendicular plane, suppose on this top face, on the side face, and plane is perpendicular, and we can see the possible perpendicular plane to this is this plane, and click OK. Okay, this is not fully defined, so we need more references. I give it second reference, suppose this reference. Okay, once again click on this, right click, delete. So here we need to give some more reference for this. Suppose I give this edge as a reference, and let us see what happens. Okay, we have to give this edge because we have selected this face. Suppose I give this edge as a reference, second reference, and now we can see this is fully defined, and click OK. And this way we can insert the datum planes. Now we can create the sketch on these planes.